This is the Lancer Locker Show on KYNT. Now, let's talk some Mount Marty University athletics with the coaches, as well as your host and the voice of Mount Marty University athletics, Tehl Tanner.
Another edition of the Lancer Locker on a cold Monday. It's cold. I was going to say beautiful, but man, I hate it when the weather is like this. It was like -8 when I got into work this morning, and that is just ridiculous, but there's some warmer weather coming up. So at least that's a good thing. Anyway, let's talk Lancer athletics for a couple of minutes here on a Monday evening. We are starting our Senior Spotlight series. This is something the coaches at Mount Marty asked me to do, and I was already planning on asking them to do it anyway, because we all want to give these seniors just as much credit as they deserve. We're talking Mount Marty men's and women's basketball for the next 3 weeks. On the Lancer Locker, we are getting in all 10 of the men's and women's basketball seniors from the program in to talk with me here on the Lancer Locker about what is next and some of their favorite memories as Lancers. It was a great couple of talks today. I spoke with both Cade Stearns and Will Turner to start it off, and we spoke with Eve Miller earlier today as well. Our first 3 candidates of 10 to come on the Lancer Locker earlier today. We've got those interviews around the corner. First things first, though, let's go to our Lancer Week in Review. Some of the events that happened over the last couple days. First off, the Mount Marty Lancers men's and women's basketball programs traveled to Jamestown last Wednesday. Did end up suffering 2 losses up in North Dakota there. The women's basketball team now 6-16 overall, 3-13 in conference, and the men's team 8-15 overall, 4-11 in conference. As we talk about some of the other events, the competitive cheer and dance that was supposed to be at Northwestern over the weekend was canceled, unfortunately, I assume due to the weather, as that was supposed to be on Saturday when that storm blew in. So unfortunately, that put a little bit of their season on hold. They've got to wait until their next one. So we don't have results from that, obviously. And then Mount Marty men's and women's track and field only had one day of the Mount Marty invite that was supposed to be on the, I believe, the 29th and 28th. They did get to compete on the 29th, which was good. The Lancer track and field teams were able to host the day 1 of the Invitational and actually played pretty well. The women's pentathlon, for starters, was just phenomenal. The Mount had 3 of the top 4 spots claimed by the Lancers in the women's pentathlon. Ashley George won the event. Madison Duran ended up getting 2nd, and freshman Andrea Suka came in 4th. And once again, the weekend was cut short for the Lancers. Second day of the event was canceled due to the weather, but there's another one coming up. The Mount Marty men's and women's track and field programs will be traveling to Concordia University this weekend on the 3rd for the Concordia University Classic. So they get another weekend here with some more indoor track and field. Also coming up, Mount Marty men's and women's basketball at Briar Cliff, 6 p.m. Wednesday evening. That is February 1st. We will have coverage of that one. I will be there personally in Sioux City for that one. Lancers versus the Chargers down at Briar Cliff Wednesday. Also, archery will be shooting on for Thursday. It will be at the Vegas Shoot, which is going to be a lot of fun as well. Archery shooting at the Vegas Shoot. And those are some of the events coming up for the Mount Marty Lancers, all of their athletic programs. Let's go ahead and take a break here now on the Lancer Locker. When we return, we're starting our Senior Spotlight series with men's basketball. Eve Miller will be in the booth a little later in the show, but up next, we got Cade Stearns and Will Turner. This is KYNT. We'll be back in a minute.
Buying or selling your home is one of the biggest decisions you may make in your lifetime. I'm Deb Speck with Vision Real Estate, and I'm ready to help guide you with professional advice from before the listing until after the close. Not only will you get real estate knowledge, but also we provide moving boxes and an enclosed courtesy trailer to help make the move just a little easier. Call me today at 664-5555.
Did you know you can schedule your appointments online at Yankton Medical Clinic? That's right. Visit the self-scheduling page at yanktonmedicalclinic.com and schedule an appointment with several of the physicians, including family medicine, internal medicine, and pediatrics. Or schedule convenient care when it's convenient for you. You can schedule an office visit, well check or medication check, telehealth, sports physicals, and more. With online self-scheduling, Yankton Medical Clinic really does provide so much care so close to home.
What's special about Slumberland is ours is a free service. They get to come into our store. It helps the customer understand how the space is going to work so that they don't feel nervous about their purchase. If you live locally, you can set up an appointment with one of our sales representatives where we can come into your home and help you understand if you want to go shopping in your own home and bring some different pieces in to help them work with maybe the new piece you're looking for.
Free interior design service at Yankton Slumberland, located at 2401 Broadway Avenue.
Don't just bank, be an explorer. Here at Explorers Credit Union, we do banking differently. As a not-for-profit, member-owned credit union, we know that financial wellness isn't a destination, it's a journey. We're here to help you set goals and reach them with the financial tools, expertise, and support you need. If you're looking for better rates on your loans and local service from your friends and neighbors, Explorers Credit Union has you covered. Learn how we can help your financial journey at explorerscu.com.
Mount Marty coverage on KYNT and KYN-TV courtesy of Michelob Ultra. The holidays are over and it's time for a new year. The year you vow to finally lose those extra pounds. Healthier food choices, more exercise, and Michelob Ultra. With just 95 calories and 2.6 grams of carbs, you can enjoy the crisp, refreshing taste of Mick Ultra without compromising a healthier lifestyle. Live fit, live fun, live Ultra. Get some at your favorite place to buy beer. All right, we're back in the Lancer locker. My name is Tehl Tanner. We've got a couple of Mount Marty basketball players as we're talking our senior spotlight. For the next 3 weeks, we're starting it off here with a couple of seniors from the men's basketball program. Will Turner, Cade Stearns, in the booth with me. First question, Will, have you ever seen the movie Pirates of the Caribbean?
I have not. I've been getting notes about that my entire life with the Will Turner name, but I have never seen it.
I mean, you look like Orlando Bloom, so how have you not seen it?
I appreciate that, but no, I have never seen it.
That's surprising to me. I've wanted to ask you about that for a while, just because obviously you've obviously gotten that your entire life. But you're older than the movie, right?
I believe so. Yeah,
I think it was a 2003 thing. Yep. So yeah, so I think Orlando Bloom was actually his character was named after you.
There we go. We're gonna go with that.
Go with that. You got it now. Oh, do you guys give him some grief about that, Cade?
It's come up a couple of times, but not too extensively on the grief. But yeah, it's come up a couple of times for sure.
That's fun. Well, let's talk about you guys in your last season as Mount Marty Lancers. You're graduating, going out into the world. Let's talk about future plans as we started off. Cade, let's start with you this time. First off, what's your major and what is kind of your life's goal? What do you want to do?
So my major is rec management with sports management concentration. I'd just say like my future goal or future plan would be to start my own like basketball training business. That's like, it's not your typical like training business, but it's also like Christian based, Christian focused. So yeah, I think just with my knowledge and just having a lot of people that I've grown up with that trained me, I've learned a lot about like skills training, just being able to know a lot about the game of basketball. That's just a path that I think that would be a good fit for me. So yeah, that's kind of like my main future plan. But yeah, I think going back up to home in Sioux Falls would be just an ideal plan for me, and then just kind of figure out from there. So there's a couple of trainers up in Sioux Falls that I could connect with to begin, just to start that up. So yeah, that's kind of where the future's at. So
this sounds a little similar to like a traveling camp. Would that be kind of what it's like? You'd travel and talk with different kids, or would this be a one place?
Yeah, so it'd be like I have my own gym space area back at home, and then like if people want to do camps, if they want to reach out, I'd go places and do camps with them. So yeah, it could be traveling too, but I also like a home space area as well. So
you a homebody?
Yeah, I can tell. Sure. I'm a homebody for sure.
I love it. Well, Will, let's turn to you now as we talk about what your future plans are as well. What's your major and what do you want to do?
Yeah, so I'm a business administration major. That's definitely some valuable stuff to know and to have. Yeah. But in terms of looking towards my future, I do plan on moving back home to Ames. That's always been home to me. And I'm kind of along the lines of Cade. I think we both have a really strong passion for youth athletics and helping kids become better athletes, but more importantly, helping them, being a good role model for them and helping them find good paths in life. So I'm really passionate about that. Last year, I was fortunate enough when I was back home to work for a program in Des Moines called Kingdom Hoops, and I plan on working with them again as a coach and a trainer. That is not a full-time thing, doesn't pay the bills. So in terms of what I'm going to be doing full-time, I'm not quite sure yet. Hopefully I can spin something else working with kids. But definitely exciting to think about moving back home and really start the real world.
So both of you seem to want to give back in the basketball world, train the next generation of athletes. Is that similar? Is that kind of accurate to what you want to do?
Most definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, that's pretty cool. Let's talk about some more things with this program and some of your favorite memories and things like that. Let's start with Cade this time. Favorite memory as a Lancer? I know I'm jumping on you here.
The first one that comes to mind would probably be that Jamestown game-winning shot. Just the way the game went. We were down double digits with a few minutes to go, and just you dream about that as a kid growing up, just the clock running down and just being able to hit a shot like that would probably most definitely be my favorite memory here as a Lancer. So
right from the corner too. Is that where you like to shoot, is from the corner?
Yeah, that shot was actually from like the left wingish area, but I most definitely love the corner three, and that's just it was a good way to just knock off Jamestown in that fashion. So yeah, that's probably most definitely my favorite memory.
That's a good memory. Yeah. Will, up next, what's your favorite memory?
Well, when I think about favorite memories, I think a lot about bus rides and stuff. But I mean, if I have to narrow it down to one, I'm going to go with the same memory. I absolutely loved that moment, especially for a kid like Cade who just works his tail off to just see that opportunity come for him. It's something that not everybody knows, but the funniest part about that is as Cade hits that three, he holds his follow through, and I jump up to celebrate, and he whacks me right in the nose with his follow through.
Yeah,
it was great.
So like on text messages, you can have like a picture, like as their face, and that's like my picture. Like you can see my follow through like in his face. So I was like, this has to be the picture I put as that.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Special moment.
Yeah.
That was great.
For sure. Well, that is a great memory for sure. You just mentioned the bus rides and things like that. There was a viral clip a few years ago of an athlete. They asked him a very similar question, favorite memory, and he kind of got memed for it, but it was just real, where he just kind of stopped and broke down. He says, going out to eat. That's real though, isn't it?
Yep.
That's just real. Because those are the bonding moments. You really get to spend time with your team, just having a meal, having a laugh before you go out and battle.
The bond that you have with teammates is unlike anything else. I mean, just those little moments that you don't think of, the 2K tournament, going out to eat, going on bus rides, just spending time with each other is really special.
How do you want your teammates to remember you?
I want my teammates to remember me as somebody who constantly brought them positivity. It was just a good guy to be around, a good teammate, and always try to do the right thing. Certainly want them to remember me as somebody who made them laugh as often as I could. But yeah, just being a positive person, mostly.
Cade, how do you want your teammates to remember you?
Just setting that good example, just being a leader and just bringing positivity, energy, just working hard as possible, just every single play, possession, practice, just like whatever we're doing, just giving 100% effort, and just that like I could be that example that runs in the Lancer program for years to come, and that like when an example comes up that like they say, okay, did this, like that would mean a lot to me, that I could be that example for other people. And just that hard worker that gives every day and just gives to other people as well. Just that positivity, energy, just all those things that I mentioned, just that would mean a lot to me if that's how people remember me by.
Let's talk about this program that is really on the rise. You can just kind of sense it in both the crowds and you guys as you come in and talk of what this program is going. And I think a lot of that is in part to the coaching shift that is kind of had over the last 2 years. Obviously, neither of you were recruited by this coach. You were brought in under a new head coach. What was that kind of like, switching from one coach to another midway through your career?
Yeah, so I kind of had a unique experience where I was here 2 years ago and then moved schools and reached out to Coach Author about coming back. So it was definitely a unique experience, but I have a lot of respect for Coach Author and what he's doing and really trying to shift he's started to call it a vibe instead of a culture. He tries to be hip every now and then. But establishing that culture is really, really important. And I think we're making good strides there.
I would say I have even a crazier, unique experience, like it's similar to Will. I was recruited by Coach Schilling. So before I even got here, I had to transition to Coach Lawrenson because Schilling was gone before I even got here. So then 2 years into it, then I had another head coach. So it's just been crazy with the coaching shifts with Will and I. And I definitely think this program is on the rise of building and sustaining the program and just being able to build that culture, build that vibe. But yeah, I definitely think it's in the right direction of building those relationships with players and keeping a program that sustains itself and continuing to grow in that aspect. So there's been a lot of turnover since I've been here for sure, but I definitely think the keeping what we have going on here will continue to grow. So,
well, let's talk one final question as we are starting now run out of time. I'm just going to turn it over to you guys. Your final thoughts in terms of your final message to Lancers fans. Are there anybody you want to thank? We'll start with Will.
Yeah, I obviously want to thank my family, my mom, my dad. They've been super supportive of every decision I've ever made. My amazing girlfriend, Sydney, back home. I'm excited to move back and be able to spend some more time with her. She's been driving the long hours to come up here and watch some games. So really, really appreciative of my support staff back home. And really, really appreciative of Coach Althier, Coach JJ, Coach DG, and all the staff at Mount Marty academically wise too. They are very, very supportive and will want to get you to where you want to go and help you in any way. So I really appreciate Yankton and Mount Marty. And thank you for having me today as well. I really appreciate it.
Well, Will, it's been a pleasure to watch you play. Good luck in the last few games and good luck in the future. Let's turn to Cade now. Same question. Final message to Lancer fans. Is there any message you want to give to your supporting staff?
Yeah, I just, first off, just want to thank God just for just this ability to play the game that I've loved for so long. And just, He's given me a lot. He's brought me through a lot. But also, I just want to thank my family, friends, just all the support they've given me, all the games they've come to. I just appreciate all the support they've given me. And then Carly, my girlfriend, we went to 2 separate schools for the last 4 years, so that's been a little difficult to manage. But I'm excited to move back home and spend more time with her and just continue to grow our relationship. And then just want to thank all the coaching staff, Coach TG, CA, JJ, Lawrenson, Schilling, just all the people I've been here that have been on staff. They made me who I am as a player, person, just pushing me every day. Just want to thank them. Just want to thank all the fans. Thank you for all their support and just everything they've seen the last 4 years since I've been here and just continue to stick with us. And just want to thank the administration at Mount Marty and just everything, just athletically, academically. They really support you. It feels like community, a family there. So, yeah, and I just want to thank you, Tehl, for having us today. Appreciate it.
It's been a pleasure, man. It's been a pleasure having you both on. It's been great to watch your careers over the last couple of years, and I honestly cannot wait to see what you guys do next. Thanks for coming in today. Good luck the rest of the season. Finish strong.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Tehl.
This is the Lancer Locker on KYNT. Let's go ahead and take a minute. We'll be back with one of the women's basketball players, Eve Miller, in a couple minutes. This is KYNT.
Beef, pork, seafood, poultry, and more. All at the Meat Lodge in Yankton. Get top quality meats at great prices. They have specialty items like lamb, brisket, mahi-mahi, crab legs, and lobster. They even have non-meat options like Dimmick cheese, pickled items, seasonings, and sauces. For your convenience, you can call and order curbside pickup or order online at meatlodge.com. The Meat Lodge in Yankton, on the way to the lake on Highway 52.
When you need to be sure, make it Sherco. For over 40 years, Sherco has been revolutionizing the tarping industry. From the original Sherlock side-to-side roll tarp to the 4500 series electric tarp to the ProTrap electric hoppers, Sherco has been exceeding the needs of farms and fleets across the U.S. and beyond. When only the best will do, give us a call at 474-8756 or find us online at sherco.com. Make it Sherco.
United Way of Greater Yankton changes lives and improves our community by mobilizing people and resources to drive strategic impact in education, financial stability, and health of every person in the Greater Yankton community. United Way uplifts individuals and families every day with measurable programs that deliver long-term results. Make your gift United Way's Community Impact Fund, supporting over 65 local programs at yanktonunitedway.org/give or text Yankton to 41444.
As a proud community bank, Core Trust delivers more than just checking and savings accounts. We invest in the cities and towns where we live and work by volunteering to coach youth sports teams, supporting local charities and the arts with our time and resources. Whether we live in a rural town in South Dakota or a suburban city in Minnesota, it's a place we call home. Core Trust Bank. Raise your expectations.
Member FDIC.
Do you go through every day dealing with pain? Does chronic or acute pain affect the decisions you make and the quality of your life? It doesn't have to. It's time to visit the experts. Whether you're suffering from neck and back pain, work-related injuries, headaches, fibromyalgia, joint pain, or any other type of debilitating discomfort, Avera Medical Group Pain Management Clinic Yankton can offer you relief. They listen, they care, and they can help. That's Avera Medical Group Pain Management Clinic Yankton at 605-655-1220. Live better. Live balanced. Avera.
All right, we're back in the Lancer Locker. Big thanks to Cade and Will for coming in to speak with me today. Now we turn our attention to Mount Marty women's basketball and Eve Miller, senior out of Redfield, South Dakota. Eve, it has been a pleasure to watch your career over the last few seasons that I've been with the Mount. I'm sure it's been fun playing here, and you got a few games left. Let's first start talking off about why you came to Mount Marty in the first place. You're out of Redfield, South Dakota, somewhat native. I mean, you're from the area, a little bit north of here. Why'd you want to come to Mount Marty in the first place?
I decided to come to Mount Marty mostly just because it's a smaller campus. Obviously, Redfield's a small town if you're not familiar with it. So graduated with a class of 38 people, and I loved the small hometown feel of it. And when I toured here my senior year, it just kind of clicked. Like when you know, one of those things. And I really enjoyed the basketball program, and I got to meet some of the girls on my visit here. So I was like, yeah, this is where I want to call home. And they have a great nursing program, which really stood out to me as well. So it's been a really good fit the last 4 years.
As you talk about the nursing program, let's talk about what's next. So is that your major, your nursing major?
Yep, nursing. I'll graduate in May.
So normally my next question is, what do you want to do with that? But I think I have an idea.
Yeah, so be a nurse. Yeah. No, I actually have a job lined up at Sanford already. I'll be working at the Sanford.
It's January.
Yeah,
you
I know.
Graduate in May, right?
I know, yeah.
All right, so she's ahead of the game.
So yeah, I'll be working at Sanford this coming summer. I'll be working with pediatric oncology patients and adult oncology patients. So yeah, I'll just kind of go from there and see. I get married in August, so have that to plan, I guess, too. But yeah.
That's amazing, getting married in August. So right when you're done with college, you have a job, you have a person, like you're ready for life after college.
I think so, yeah. I'm sure it's not going to be this pretty and easy, but in my brain right now, it's looking really well.
And as you described your job, those words, I definitely know what are you going to be doing?
Yeah, so like pediatric oncology is kids with cancer or adults with cancer. So basically just helping them through like their whole nursing progress or like their disease progress and everything, and helping them through that and just kind of caring for them and helping them get through the tough times. So yeah.
My brother grew up with cystic fibrosis. I have a special place in my heart for what you do. So I appreciate you, Eve, for what's next. Let's talk about your career as a Lancer and some of your favorite memories then. One of the things that I've always thought was really small but really, really fun, and it's always one of the main answers, is going out to eat with your teammates, the long bus rides. Those are obviously fun, but I want to turn it over. What's your favorite memory? First thing that comes to mind.
Oh, I feel like the first thing that comes to mind, oh my goodness, I don't know. I feel like there's so many of them that it's hard to pick just one, but I feel like the big thing that just like stands out to me when I look back on the 4 years is like the great friendships I have, like the lifelong friends that I have. Like I have girls I'm playing basketball with who are now in my wedding, and like people I know I'm going to be with for the rest of my life. And obviously like the past couple of years haven't been the best, but I think like it's brought us a lot closer, all of us girls. like, we know we can lean on each other, and we know, like, we're always there for them for tough times. And I think that's just something really special to take away from this.
Wedding planning during basketball season. How's that going?
Not too bad. I kind of put everything. I put all wedding on the back burner basically while the season started, so then I can kind of really focus on the season. But for the most part, it's going pretty good. Not too stressed.
Fair enough. Let's talk a little more Lancer athletics then. When you talk about your career in the way that your teammates will remember you, how do you want to be remembered as a teammate?
I feel like just someone that you can, like, always rely on. I feel like I'm like that one player that the girls can always come to, but at the same time, I know I can go to the girls too, kind of that give and take kind of relationship. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like being that leader, like being someone they can rely on, and like someone that, like, I hope, like, to stay in touch with these girls who aren't graduating this year. And, like, I'm really excited to come back and, like, be their number one fan in the stands. So that'll be really fun.
Let's talk about the head coach of the Lancers, Alan Bertram, first-year head coach coming in, obviously a coaching switch. What's that been like, having to adjust to a new coach?
Yeah, so I was definitely, I mean, all of us girls, we were really nervous. You know, it's something different. You know, we've been with Todd for the last, 3 years, and girls 2 years before that. So, yeah, something different. But Bertram's been really great. He's been a really easy person to talk to. He's really straightforward, and he lets you know that, so you never have to wonder what he's thinking. But no, it's been really great. I've got a really good relationship with him. I know I can go and talk to him about life other than basketball if I'm in a tough time or something like that. Like when it snowed, when did it snow and we had to reschedule our Dordt game?
When didn't it snow?
Yeah, when didn't it snow? But so we couldn't get out of our house, so Bertram ended up coming and getting us so we could go to practice that day. So just little things like that, you know. His little car, his puny car, did end up getting stuck, but luckily our neighbor had a pickup next to us that got him out. But we got to practice eventually, and he got us home. So, but just little things like that. It's been just really nice getting to know him outside of basketball too.
That's absolutely amazing. I love that story. That's going to be one that stays with you for a while too, isn't it?
Yes.
That's awesome. Well, Eve, I can't even believe this. It's only been a couple minutes, and it feels like, and we're already starting to run out of time here. So I'm going to turn it over to you. Is there any final message you want to give to your support staff and to Lancer Nation for your career, and some thank yous you want to give out?
Yeah, I just mostly want to give a big thanks out to my parents and my fiance. I know they have drove many thousands of miles these last 4 years watching me play, and I definitely wouldn't be where I am without them. And it's a big thanks to the coaching staff, the teammates, and Lancer Nation. It's been amazing here, and it's so awesome to see people in the stands or have them come and talk to you after the game. And it's gonna be really hard to walk away from this sport in 3 weeks. But yeah, I just can't thank everyone enough for supporting Lancer basketball and just being there for all of us.
Well, Eve, it has been a pleasure to watch your career. It's been a pleasure having you in to talk with you today. Good luck in the last couple of games of the season and your career.
Thank you.
This is the Lancer Locker and KYNT. Let's take a break, wrap things up in a couple minutes.
Bring the crew to Pizza Ranch in Yankton. This is Annie, and we have legendary pizza and chicken just waiting for you on our buffet. Let us know what you're craving, and we'll make it fresh and bring you the first slice. Or let us deliver right to your front door. Your locally owned Yankton Pizza Ranch on Broadway, 665-1222.
It's where life tastes better. Surround them up and head her down to the Pizza Ranch. Whoa, that's good.
Quit smoking, and in just 20 minutes, your blood pressure returns to normal. In 12 hours, carbon monoxide levels in your blood drop. In 48 hours, your sense of smell and taste improve. Within 2 weeks, your lungs work better. You heal faster. 9 months means more energy, fewer illnesses. And in 5 years, your risk of heart attack is half of what it is now. Take a deep breath. You can do this. Call the Quit line at 866-STQUITS.
At Triple Time Rudy's, you get convenient access to quality fuel products. Plus, you'll also find quality South Dakota products like Dimmock cheese and premium meats from the Kaler and Renner lockers. With a local-friendly feel and unique product offering, Triple Time Rudy's is your local convenience store that supports schools and events and provides fuel discounts to Yankton's largest employers. For all of your daily fill-ups and convenience needs, pull into Triple Time Rudy's at 17th and Broadway.
Carbless handcrafted premium cocktails are a ready-to-drink vodka and tequila-based cocktail with no carbs, no sugar, gluten-free, and only 100 calories. It's guaranteed to be bursting with flavor in every sip. The Carbless Mix Pack is sure to please any crowd with a compilation of all the best-selling ready-to-drink cocktails, including sweet, citrus, and a twist of tequila flavors like lemon lime, black raspberry, cranberry, and margarita. Grab some today. Carbless Cocktails. Less is more.
We were founded on innovation and a passion to help our customers. This is Glenn Zupfer at Aztec in Yankton. We also want our employees to thrive and succeed every day. Our core values are more than something we list on a wall. We live them every day. We have openings in a variety of departments, sign-on bonuses up to $2,000, immediate benefits like retirement savings, paid holidays, bonus earnings, tuition reimbursement, and more. Build your career with a group that's built to connect from rock to road. Stop by for a walk-in interview or click on careers at aztecindustries.com.
All right, let's go ahead and finish things up here on the Lancer Locker. I am Tehl Tanner. As we take a look at our schedule ahead in a couple of minutes. But first, gotta thank my guests for today. This was a great show. Cade, Will, Eve, everybody that came in and spoke with me today. It was great. It was nice to come and talk with these athletes, and I look forward to every chance I get to talk with them in the future. And we're not done talking with Mount Marty seniors once again. This is our day one of Senior Spotlight over the next 3 weeks. We're going to be back next Monday on the Lancer Locker as well with 3 more seniors from the programs. We're going to have 3 this week as we had, 3 next week, and then finish it off with 4 in the final week. All 10 seniors, all 10 graduating players for the Lancers, all going to be on the show in the next couple of weeks. So if your favorite athlete wasn't this week, they will be in the next couple. This is KYNT. Look ahead in Lancer Athletics Wednesday evening. Mount Marty men's and women's basketball programs at Briarcliff. We've got coverage of that one Wednesday evening. You'll hear all the action starting 6 p.m. right here, KYNT 102.1 FM, AM 1450. It's been a great show today. Got to thank my guests once again. Thanks for coming in, Cade, Will, Eve. We'll talk with all of you next week with our next edition of the Senior Spotlight. My name is Tehl Tanner. We'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in to the Lancer Locker.